So now I guess we need to talk a little bit about Jillian Michaels. Netflix puts out this 3-part docuseries about The Biggest Loser. Y'all remember that reality show? It was like people were trying to lose weight. It was The Biggest Loser. Well, they put it out. It's 3 episodes, and it really is in that 3rd episode where they kind of like come for her throat, they come for her crown, they come for her jewels, they come for her neck, they come for her every single thing. I mean, they really do. It's like Jillian Michaels is the bad guy of the show. One such controversy had to do with allegations that the show was giving people like caffeine supplements and stacker, used to go to the GNC and get the little like jittery pills that would make you jittery or whatever, Metabolife, whatever. There was like a certain type of like, and also just regular, just caffeine supplements, just caffeine pills. You remember that Saved by the Bell episode? Was it the Save? Yeah, it was the Saved by the Bell episode. It wasn't Seventh Heaven. Maybe it was both of them had a caffeine pill situation. But anyway, the 3rd episode kind of does sort of delve into this caffeine pills issue. But there were other controversies surrounding the show besides just the caffeine pills issue. Thanks so much, John, for the $10 super chat. I just wanted to say thank you for all your hard work. Thank you. I always look forward to all of your content. Lots of prayers your way. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and share. Hashtag don't forget to like and share. So they basically make it look like Jillian Michaels was the one behind this caffeine pill scandal. Well, come to find out, she came with receipts. She came with receipts to combat so many things that they said about her in the episode. I mean, in the docuseries, and in particular in that episode, but there was some other stuff that was said. I will tell you that is one of the things that I noticed about this documentary. Even while I was watching it, before I even really knew about the whole Jillian Michaels thing, I'm like, they must not like her, because they're kind of like, it's kind of like, people are taking jabs at her. It's not like favorable to her. Then I found out that she did have issues, with her portrayal. And then I rushed to watch that 3rd episode and I could see it clear as day. It looks like a pattern to me. I think they're mad at Jillian. And I'll tell you why. She has released some receipts. She's put out emails, text messages. She's put out all kinds of stuff, and we'll take a look at it.
So many lies.
Jillian had no practical knowledge of medicine. People will do a lot of things to win.
Go! Please what?
Okay. So you see, they like make her look like, even in that small montage, they kind of make her look like a drill sergeant and, unsympathetic and things like that. And I will say, she was absolutely that way on the show. Okay. She was absolutely, in my memory, she was absolutely a drill sergeant. She was absolutely not sympathetic. She was, I think, cruel in some ways, heartless in some ways, just mean, hateful. Was she doing it for the cameras? Was she not? That's not for me to say, but I can't be mean to people for cameras. So I don't have that ability. So, I can't sympathize with that. However, Bob was also a jerk. He was also a jerk. And they kind of like let him sort of rehabilitate his reputation on this documentary. He also had a very serious heart attack. So they gave him this little sympathy piano music moment in the documentary. But Jillian got no such treatment, even though they both were out here drill sergeanting. Okay. I'm not saying that there's no criticism to go around for Jillian Marie Michaels. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is I like to examine what's going on underneath the surface. Like, why would they maybe be mad at Jillian? Could it be possibly because she did go out and say this has gone too far? She did interviews wherein she said, I don't think it was healthy or safe how much weight that lady, Rachel, had lost. She said it publicly. She made it be known that she did not agree with that amount and that type of weight loss. So in that way. And so she ended up getting emailed from like somebody up high up at NBC, like not even just like the little like low, like somebody at NBC emailed her and was like, back off of this topic. Don't talk about it anymore. And then she said she ended up quitting and resigning because they, it looked like there was years of those disagreements, and we will get into those.
Jillian's reaction to the doc? Scorched earth. She's lawyered up, hiring the attorney Justin Baldoni is using in the It Ends With Us lawsuit, Brian Friedman, telling TMZ she's taking aim at Netflix, former friend Bob Harper, and Dr. Robert Huizinga, and she's bringing receipts.
She's suing all of them. She's suing the people that sat up there in that documentary and talked about her too. She's suing Bob, the other trainer. She's suing Netflix for airing it, and she's suing that big jaw doctor. Oh, that's who you were talking about a while ago when you said big jaw. Yeah, that pointy jaw. He looks like that thing from Spy Kids. Y'all remember Spy Kids? That thing from Spy Kids. Hold on. Yeah, he looked like this thing right here. Y'all remember this? Listen, this one right here. That's what that doctor looked like. Look at him. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Okay, so this guy gets up. He's getting sued. Jillian's suing.
Do we pursue this legally? Do I just do a data dump? At no point was caffeine banned from the show.
Jillian claims this email with Bob and Dr. Huizinga's assistant shows they were aware caffeine pills would be distributed to contestants, which they denied in the doc and with ET.
Her contestants were using the caffeine pills.
Okay, so there's some drama with the caffeine pills, okay, because Bob said he had no idea. He had no idea she was using those caffeine pills, and it was against the rules. And the doctor on the show was like, I had no idea. I had no idea, squarehead. He had no idea. Well, she said, you have no idea. Okay, check this email out. Wow, look at this receipt. Wow, look at this receipt. This is crazy, y'all. Whoa, look at this. So I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is a real email. Somebody could have doctored it. I truly don't know. But Jillian Michaels is putting it out there like as if it's real. So I'm just reading this from Yahoo Creators. The title of the article, Jillian Michaels finally breaks her silence since The Biggest Loser documentary, and she is bringing the receipts. Jillian declined to participate in the documentary, and she is standing 10 toes down, refuting shocking claims made against her by staff and contestants. She's finally broken her silence. The name of the documentary is Fit for TV, The Reality of the Biggest Loser. That is such a good title. I've got to give it to Fit for TV. It's like they do know how to come up with a title. I will say that. They had the other one, Quiet on Set was a great title for what it was. It's all these it's these double entendres. Framing Britney Spears was a great title. I got to give them, the title game is on. The facts game, the important facts coming to light, or what I consider to be the important facts or the material facts. Titles. Okay. So Jillian starred on the show from 2004 to 2011, and she denies multiple allegations made against her in the series. She refutes Bob Harper's snub. One of the most prominent charges in the documentary is that Jillian Michaels ignored fellow trainer Bob Harper after his near-fatal heart attack in 2017. In the documentary, Bob recalls no outreach from Jillian, saying that spoke volumes. In response, Jillian shared an Instagram screenshot of what she claims is her second to last text ever to Bob Harper, dated in 2014, where she expressed disappointment over his lack of response. Take from it what you will, she wrote. Okay, so before we get to that, I want to read this email. We just received the books. So who is this from? Jillian Michaels to NBC Universal, Todd Lubin, Adam Kalustian, and Bob Harper. So who's sending it? Jillian. We just received the books and we'll be giving them out today. Sandy has the Electro Mix and Bicarb. Do you still want Stacker 2 or 3? I'll have it for them first thing in the morning. Okay, so she's emailing these people saying, do you still want Stacker 2 or 3? That means it doesn't really seem like it was actually even her idea. Hold on now. That ain't what they said in that docu-series. Hold on now. BPA receipts, please. I make no representation. So this is another receipt she posted regarding contestant diets is the subject line. Honey, can you go to GNC and buy my fat burner extreme instead, I can have it sent, but it will take a while. In response, she shared the Instagram screenshots. Okay. She said, here is an email chain with Bob Harper, the Biggest Losers producers, Dr. Hozenga's guy, Sandy Crumb, who stayed on set with us and distributed the fat burners about which fat burners. She said, this is an email chain with all of us, even including the person who actually stayed on set and actually distributed the fat burners. Them, remember them? Yeah, them. Her, she's on there too. This is an email about which fat burners / caffeine pills to purchase the contestants. This is one of many that shows number one, Dr. Squarehead did approve caffeine pills on many seasons of Biggest Loser. Bob Harper not only knew about the caffeine pills, Jillian said, but the Stackers fat burner were actually his suggestion. I wanted to use my brand instead because they were cleaner and had no more than 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is equivalent to a strong cup of coffee. Caffeine was never banned on The Biggest Loser. It is wild how some folks still lie like it is 1985 before text messages and email were a thing. And the last image is my second to last text ever to Bob Harper. Take from it what you will. So here's the last image. This is the second to last text message ever. I really think it's crappy of you to not even respond to my texts. It's this kind of thing that always makes me so disappointed in our relationship. Y'all. So why everything got to be a lie? I know. The email is to Jillian. Thank you, KK. It's not even Jillian wasn't even sending it. She was the one that said, get my fat burners instead because the Stacker 2s are bad. They have less, they're cleaner and less bad for you. Now, let's see what else this ET thing is saying.
You had no idea that that was going on?
No, I had no idea.
No caffeine pills were allowed.
As for this claim,
They said, Ryan, there's blood in your urine, which is obviously means you're so dehydrated.
Okay, so there was another moment in this documentary where this guy, he wins the show by losing the most weight, and Jillian was his assigned trainer during the show. So they're hugging and she says to him, you just made me a millionaire. That's what he says.
as for this claim,
They said, Ryan, there's blood in your urine, which is obviously means you're so dehydrated. She gives me a big hug and she says, Ryan, you just made me a millionaire.
Sounds like Jillian Michaels.
Jillian shared an alleged text message.
So she says that's not true. She says she would have never said that. And she brought receipts for that allegation as well. She showed text message proof that the executive producers that were working on the show did not hear that. And the whole entire conversation was on a microphone. And you know, this is Brian Friedman's specialty. The whole conversation was on a microphone. And the microphone never picked up, you're going to make me a millionaire or you made me a millionaire or anything like that, she says.
With the show's producers stating they were both mic'd and, quote, no one is aware of any recording capturing such a comment. But what about Jillian and Bob's falling out?
After I had my heart attack, she's the one person I never heard from. I've talked to her in many, many years.
Oh, wow. So you guys have not spoken in years? How long?
I mean, it's been, God, more than 10 years, I guess.
Jillian shared one of their last text exchanges, claiming he was the one who stopped replying to her.
That's all I can tell you is it's always been like this. He'll be saying negative things about me. And it was a very long and complex relationship. I can't even really honestly tell you why.
So in the documentary, they were kind of making it seem like, and Bob was making it seem like Jillian just doesn't want to talk to him and he just doesn't know why. And like on the show, maybe they looked like they were friends, but they were never friends. And, you know, they really were not like that. They was just acting for the show. But like, then she's like, yeah, because he was actually the one that was just not friendly. So I don't know which one is true. Tim, I'm going to answer this question, but then I'm going to block you from the channel. Yeah, I do get how biased television and media are. It's kind of like the whole reason that I'm doing this. So try to keep up. Better luck next night. Better luck next life. You're banned. Okay. Like I don't like whenever men, especially, but really women, honestly, women, anybody coming over here and being like, don't you know? And it's some shit that I've literally sacrificed like happiness, years off my life for trying to make people aware. And like, don't you get it? Yeah, I get it. I've made tremendous sacrifice. What about you? Learn who you're speaking to. Like, this is the thing, y'all. Like, we live in a world where people have direct access to God's favorite, and this is how they act. Please. Okay, so yes, that did happen. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching the channel. What you just saw was a clip from a longer video. If you want to watch the full video, you can do that right here, or I don't know, here. One of those spots. Also, do me a favor. Make sure you didn't get unsubscribed. You know, sometimes that happens. Did you like the video? Love you, Minnie. Okay, bye.